And we're back. It's Not My Weekend podcast with your boy Jerry G. It is Monday morning, Cinco de Mayo, dog. Remember Cinco de Mayo, dog? We used to get all fucked up just on a random Tuesday night just because que ganamos la batalla de Puebla or something. Yeah, bro, I'm over it. I'm over it, dog. It's just another day for me, dog. Just another Monday, fool. And
You're not gonna party at all tonight?
Nah, we
No
haven't done
drinking,
that.
nothing?
It's amateur night, bro. I haven't done Cinco de Mayo in forever, dog. Forever. St. Patrick's Day. No, wey, ya las pedas, wey, are behind me, dude. As much as I'm becoming like a good born-again Christian almost. Casi. But I'm back here at Tres Studios in Santa Clarita, California. My boy Eric behind the scenes right there, setting everything up for us on this early Monday morning. Got lots to do. We got a busy week. Happy to be back, bro. Staying busy. It was a crazy weekend. We're in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Shout outs to everyone who came out to Hyenas Comedy Club. Sold out the whole weekend. We're all stressed out because tickets were kind of like, as we were getting there. But they came out, bro. People just buy tickets at the door. Sold out every show. It's not a big room. We thought it was bigger. It was only like 160-seater. We thought it was like a 250-seater. Get there. Smaller than we thought. Sold out easier than we thought. Thank you to everybody who came out, bro. Had a blast, fool. Up there in the... I forget how high Albuquerque is. The elevation, the chinga way. I can hear my heartbeat, right? There's just slow motion. My head's going to pound, bro. But drank a lot of water. I'm learning from my mistakes. Now that I get to these places, and I understand how to, basically blend in and, just take care of yourself better, fool. And we did. Drink less and more water. And we decided to drive out there like fucking idiots. Dude, we were there Friday, Saturday. 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday. Flights are super expensive to Albuquerque for who knows why. I don't know who wants to pay $500 to go to Albuquerque, bro. That doesn't make any sense, dude. I don't get it. We just don't. So we're looking at flights, and we had the whole squad with us, a big team. Shout out to the whole Peritos World National Touring Team crew, everybody who comes out. And so we're like, dude, we're not going to pay no $500, dog. Each way to get Albuquerque? No manches, way. So we drove. We left Thursday, que muy temprano, supposedamente. Oh, we're going to leave at 8 o'clock in the morning. We're out of here by like 11. And then 10, all right, 10. And then we're like, oh, yeah, 10. Oh, yeah, we left at 10. Well, that's still a good time. We'll be there in 10 hours or so, fool, right? We'll be there by dinner time. No mames, wait. We got there at 2 o'clock in the morning, fool. Like 15 hours, bro, of just nonstop, smelling every kind of goddamn fart in the world. This is the longest I've ever driven to any gig, ever. Gracias a Dios, even in my early stages of my career, I would figure out a way to pay for flights, get there. Southwest Airlines, A-lister, homie. And Southwest has been clutch, but even Southwest has been tripping lately, bro. Their prices are going up, bro. Their tariffs all of a sudden are going up as well. So it's not as easy cheap to fly anymore. And when you're rolling on the tour, we're pretty much like bankrolling ourselves here, bro. Like we're relying on selling tickets to get that money back. For those of you who know, just to give you a little bit of a background behind the curtain and stuff. Obviously, we have a manager. He does a great job. Martin Mantilla, shout outs. Does amazing work. But obviously, it's expensive, food. It's a 3-headed monster tour, 3 headliners. Typically, a comedy club will only pay for 1 headliner's travel, right? The main guy. Everybody else, any openers, anybody else has to pay their own way. So, but we're a 3-headliner tour. They're not going to pay 3 headliners, fool, to travel. So they're like, here's, only for example, those $500. Here's $500 for travel. Do what you want with that. So we had those $500. So now we have to make those $500 stretch. So obviously we have to pay the rest of ourselves, which of course we bank ourselves. We're confident that we're going to do well with sales. And that's what we're rolling on, bro. But we do have to pay all this stuff out of pocket, bro. There's a budget for that. We're spending money to come out, bro, for meals, hotels, travel, of course, right? So we always try and finance ourselves, figure out a budget ourselves to get the easiest way to get out there and bring the most support as well. Our camera crew, Eric, Dennis, Mo, everybody, Andres, Oscar, all these people who want to come out, help us film, shoot, drive, whatever it is, dog. Martin, of course, our SWAT manager, the whole team, dude. It's a whole operation of production, dude. And so we have to budget all that. Just give you a little taste of what we go through when we come out on the road, bro. Just fun. It's a team effort. We all make sacrifices, right? And we all good thing that we all get along and it's all fun and games, bro. But it is tiresome. Most of us are older now, got families at home, got real shit to deal with at the house. Fool. We leave a lot of stuff behind. Leave the wifeys at home and the girlfriends at home, the kids at home. And so it gets a little crazy, bro. A lot of moving parts, fool. But we make it happen, fool. Gracias a Dios, sales do well. We're able to get that money back and so forth and so on. But that's how that works, fool. And so this time we decided to drive. And the furthest I've ever driven for a show from LA, probably the Bay Area, San Jose, which is about 6-7 hours. You know, we do the Phoenix drive, which is about 5 hours or so, which is whatever. You know, it hurts, you know, but you get over it. This one was 14, 15 hours. We stopped a gang of times, fool. When you have like 8 people rolling with us, fool, that's 8 different people who want to take a shit, want to take a leak, want to eat, want to gas, everything, something, dog, always. So we're out there, fool. But I mean, we're like, okay, we'll do the drive there, but headliners, myself, Concrete, Dunos, we're gonna fly back, fool. We're not doing that drive back, fool. So the team had to bring the vans back, and you know, they took it for the team, literally. But gracias a Dios nos fue bien, güey. We had a blast, fool. And then Sunday, yesterday, last night, May the 4th be with you. We're in downtown Los Angeles, a new comedy club called The Upstairs. Shout outs to Enrique, who's the owner and a guy I've met a long time ago. He used to manage Laugh Factories and improvs and a great guy. He opened up his own comedy. He had Dave Chappelle there last weekend, bro. It's the spot to be right now. It's down in the fashion district, Los Callejones. Yeah, it's a new comedy club. Check it out. We were there last night. Sold that bitch out again, dog. And had a blast. Mario Lopez was in the building. A bunch of folks, man. It was awesome, bro. Awesome. So we're on fumes, fool. But, you know, today, it's a new week. It's a short week for us. We're back on the road. St. Louis, Helium Comedy Club. Then Indianapolis, Helium Comedy Club. We're coming Wednesday and Thursday. So today, Monday, was like my only day where I'm able to like, hey, man, let's get this out of the way. Let's get this cracking. Let's go. Y a trabajar, compa, a trabajar, you know. As you know, it's been a very emotional week, last couple of weeks for me. And last week's episode, man, thank you for all the love. Read a bunch of all the comics, responded to, I think, most of them, if not all. Thank you guys so much for all the love and the support, man. It's definitely helped me get through this tough situation. Obviously, my mama's always on my mind. She always will be. And every day, you know, it's just roller coasters. And yeah, fool, gracias, way. And to be honest with you, fool, yesterday, man, I had a low point before I got home from out of town and tired. We got an early flight. I was home for a little bit, took a shower, laid down, bro. And then just all these emotions start coming back and you just start breaking down in the bed, fool. Like I'm just crying in bed because I'm trying to take a nap before the show last night. Y como a las 2, 3, güey, I'm just like in the bed, fool, just like laying there and just like, you just start to feel it, fool. You start to feel it and like tear it. You start crying, bro. You start crying uncontrollably. It's crazy. You gotta let it out. I'm not a crier. I don't like to cry, you know. But if I will say it, like, I'm not a crier. I don't show a lot of emotions, dude. Because I've always said, like, if I cry, it's going to be for something important, for something that deserving, you know. And obviously, this is it, fool. So, because I don't like to cry for like get heartbreaks, you get girlfriends, we just Dodgers lose and la chingada. Nah, wait, I don't cry for bullshit. I cry for real shit. And man, that one yesterday was oof. But no, wait, gracias, way. It was very hard to get through that podcast episode. I'm glad I did though. I'm glad I did, bro. I wanted to get a lot of stuff off my chest, fool. I try to make it as light as possible, as fun as possible. But you know, but it's been crazy, dude. It's been crazy. But I don't think I wanted to reinforce that it's very expensive to die, bro. Oh, Edible Arrangements is here, baby. Guess what? It's May. You know what that means, dog. We got Mother's Day coming up. There's 2 Mother's Day, dog. A Mexican Mother's Day and the Americano Mother's Day, dog. Get your Edible Arrangements for your mama ASAP. Tell them Jerry G sent you. Promo code Jerry25. And not only Mother's Day in May, we got a bunch of stuff, bro. We got Administrative Professional Day. I don't even know what that is, but it sounds important. Get that person an edible arrangement. We also have Teachers Awareness Week. Teachers Awareness Week, a whole week. Relax, dog. A Friday is enough, dog. But just, you know what? Send them an edible arrangement to your favorite teacher. Get yourself out of detention, compa. Edible Arrangements in East LA. Get your edibles now. Put Jerry25 on a promo code and get up to 25% off, depending on where you live, compa. Jerry Garcia, Edible Arrangements in East LA. Get it now. And so there's some people in the comments like, yeah, it's a business, fool. Dying is a business. And just want to, especially paisas, Latinos out there, bro, young people, the older people, fool, prepárense, güey. If you get a chance, I don't know what your plans are for after death for you, fool, but if you're planning on getting buried in California, Los Angeles, or anywhere, it's expensive, dude. So prepárense. I would suggest you do have those tough conversations with your family, with your loved ones, and start planning for that, bro, and budgeting for that, and paying for these plot holes, the burials, the funeral services, porque those are horrible, horrible, expensive, bro. I was trying to make a point last week that I didn't make. When I bought my hose, I don't know how you say it, los pinches hoyos, güey? Plots. When I bought my plots, it was literally early 2000s, 02, 01, por ahí. Estaban baratos, güey. En ese tiempo, I'm telling you, we bought like 6, fool. I bought 2, my sister bought 2, my parents bought 2. We each bought 2. And in esos tiempos, they were cheap. They were only like $3,500 each. So it was like $7,000 for both, right? Just the hose. And there's no interest. So you're paying like $20 a month, fool, like forever, dog. And I remember it was like 10 years. It took me like 10 years to finally pay it off. But you forget about it. It just comes off your bank every month. $25, la chingada, way. Finally paid it off, fool. No interest helps, obviously. But now, fool, my other sister wanted to buy another one. And, dude, they're $20,000 each now, fool. Each hole is $20,000, bro. We got them at $3,500. And they said that they're only going up. They just recently went up, like a year ago, too. They're $15,000 a couple years ago. Now they're 20, bro. So, agárrense, cabrones. Compren early. I heard you can resell them on OfferUp, Craigslist. Once you pay for it, if you want to change your mind and go somewhere else or get cremated or whatever the heck, you can sell them, bro. Like, it's a trip, fool. So, yeah, it's expensive. And so agárrense, man. I don't know how these people with the car washes do it, dog. Like, I get it. And by the way, there's a bunch of people asking for money in the streets con los pinches galones que with a fake. Those are fake, fool. Those are gypsies. A lot of those people, they're not even Latino, bro. I'm telling you, dude, they're like some kind of like gypsies. I don't know where they come from. But a lot of people are bullshitting. They're not. Whenever you see a poster with a little dying baby or dying, bro, be careful. Do not give these people money, bro. A lot of these people, they're fake, fool. They're being hustlers out there, dog. So do not just be giving out money like that. I've stopped giving money to these people. There's a lot of them in HP, but they go around. I see them in different parts of Los Angeles, fool. They'll move around and they'll collect money with the same ass poster, bro. Bullshit, bro. Especially a little kid, bro. When a little kid dies, bro, there's a lot. I think there's support for that. There's help for that, fool. County shit, dog. So don't worry, fool. I'm telling you, dog. And if it's that serious, fool, they're gonna cremate them. Worst case scenario, they'll cremate somebody and they'll give them that. Do not be giving money to those motherfuckers, dog. Dude, bullshit. All right, just want to get off my chest. Thank you for all the comments. I was gonna read some of them, but a lot of them, it's hard to get through them. To be honest with you, dog, it's hard to get through them. They're all heartfelt, dog. Y la neta, way, I can't thank you guys enough. Now you know a little bit of what the heck I've been going through since April 9th, one of the worst days of my life. Pero ya, gracias a Dios, estamos en mayo. I know this weekend is going to be, I don't even have anything booked, fool. I've got nothing booked this Mother's Day weekend. I hadn't booked it for a couple months, knowing that my mom was sick and knowing that this could be my last Mother's Day with my mom. I didn't want to book anything. So I'm taking the weekend off. Obviously, I'm going to be with her at the cemetery on Mother's Day, which is, I'm already just thinking about it. It's very emotional, dog. Seeing all the Mother's Day commercials. Oh, toda la madre, güey. Duele un chingo, güey. Pero, you got to get your big boy pants and keep moving, fool. But this weekend, I know it's going to be tough, man. We'll be at St. Louis Wednesday, Indianapolis Thursday, back home Friday. And let me tell you, I'm going to be a Kermit, bro. I'm just going to be in my house, doing very little and, tough. Even my dad, he's going to Mexico on Wednesday. He don't want to be around here for Mother's Day. He's going to Mexico. Family is heading over there for some partying, some fiesta that's going on. So they're going to go, and they invited him. He's like, I'm going. I got to get out of here, dude. So he's taking off to Mexico on Wednesday himself. He's going to spend Mother's Day over there. So, yeah, fool. It's a trip, dog. It's a trip. So, pero gracias por todo, güey, for sure. Let's get into it, man. Let's talk. We'll make this one a little bit short, but let's get into it, fool. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, a lot of things to get through, fool. Want to talk about that. Want to talk about the plots, buy them, get them. Want to talk about a little bit Albuquerque. It was a blast, a vibe. It was awesome. Never doing that again. Never. We're asking the other day, the longest I've driven before was like 16 hours to a show, but that was because I was in Corpus Christi like in 2021 or so. I was around the pandemic, and we got snowed in Corpus Christi. I was there for the weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And on Monday, I was supposed to fly to home. I was supposed to be home because I had a show in Phoenix, Arizona on Thursday. So I was going to fly home Monday, chill for a few days, then head out to Phoenix. Turns out Monday comes, snowed in. All the planes on the ground. Everyone's grounded. No one can leave Monday. So we chill. Now we're kicking it on Monday. It's all good. Tuesday comes, stale, grounded, more ice, more snow. Cannot leave nowhere. Yeesh. Now I'm starting to freak out a little bit because I want to get home. Tuesday. Wednesday comes, nada. Compa, again, Southwest, all flights grounded, delayed, snowed in. It was a big blizzard. If you remember, it was a huge one in Texas, dog, like 3-4 years ago. I was there for that. The whole freeze over. I remember that everyone was panicking. Everything was shut out. Restaurants, we couldn't even go eat anywhere. And we're just stuck in the hotel. Food. People were like flocking to the hotels. Gracias a Dios, I had my room. I just kept extending it because everyone's lights, all the power was out. Everything was gone. And everyone was just flocking, stressing out, freaking out. And I was just there, dude, there. And I was there with the opener, a homie, Juan Perez, who was opening for me out there. He's from Texas. He's from San Antonio. He had actually driven from San Antonio to Corpus Christi to open for me. And also Israel Garcia, rest in peace, was my feature. So they were out there with me. They were also stuck. And so Wednesday comes, starts to clear up a little bit, but the flights are still grounded. At this point, I have a show Thursday in Arizona, which I didn't want to miss. You know, I was headlining. I had sold really good tickets. And obviously, Arizona's fine. So my boy Juan was like, hey, homie, I'll drive you, fool. I'll drive you to Arizona, dog. If we leave today, Wednesday, you can make it. I'm like, bro, we're in Corpus Christi, dog. Corpus Christi to Arizona, 16 hours, homie. You got to get through all of Texas, all of New Mexico, and into Arizona, dog. Yes. But I'm like, you know what? I'm down, bro. If you're willing to drive, if you're willing to make that drive, dog, vámonos, chinguen a su madre, güey. And we did, bro. We left Wednesday afternoon because we waited it out, hoping the flights would come back. Nada, way. We left Wednesday and drove 8 hours straight through the blizzard, through all of Texas, and all of Texas. San Antonio was messed up. Houston, everything was messed up. Driving through that blizzard, bro. Drove through San Antonio. We stopped at San Antonio. That's his house. So he just got some clothes together and headed out. Corpus Christi, 8 hours straight, all the way to El Paso. We made it to El Paso in 8 hours. Slept in El Paso. It's cleared up because the more west you went, the better it got. The nicer it got. Slept in El Paso. Woke up the next morning. Otras 8 horas hasta Arizona, Phoenix. And he hooked it up. I was there literally by showtime, bro. We got to like a 6 p.m. show was at 8, bro. And I can't thank this guy enough, fool, because he hooked it up for sure. That's the longest I had ever driven to a show, fool. 16 horas. This one almost got to that record at 15 hours. We lost an hour para acabarla de chingar. You know, once we got to New Mexico, hour moves ahead. Oh, es un desmadre. Pero we got there, fool. Gracias a Dios. That's the grind that we go through, guys. Comedy grind, it is what it is. It's a business, fool, and I love it. It's a passion. I wouldn't trade it for the world. And we get there. Once you get on stage, you forget about everything else. And we had a blast with people out there, fool. It was great. I can't thank enough, man. Everyone just banger after banger. Tours going awesome, fool. And gracias a Dios, way. We'll go. All right. So we got St. Louis coming up. Indianapolis, May 8th. Reno, Nevada, bro. I'm looking forward to Reno, Nevada. We're going to be out there at the Silver Legacy Casino Thursday through Sunday, bro. Like we got like 10 shows out there, bro. Cáiganle. Love Reno. Reno's anything with a casino, I'm down. In fact, when we flew back yesterday from Albuquerque, dog, we got a layover in Vegas. Oh, you fucked up, right? Jerry G in the Vegas airport, you're gonna fuck up, bro. And sure enough, man, I stuck on concrete, and dude knows these fools were not. It was early, 8 o'clock in the morning in Vegas layover. Like for $20 in a slot machine, bro. $200, fool, just like that on my second. Bam, 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 $200 on the lucky sevens, dog. And these fools were tripping out. Like, get the hell out of here. You know me, dog. I'm a little bit of an addict when it comes to that. So I kept hitting it, bro. I kept coming back to it, and I lost a couple.
Hey, that's all we heard all fucking weekend, dog. Why can't we go to a casino? Why don't we do a show in the casino? Let's do a show in the casino.
Okay, so Albuquerque has a gang of tribal casinos. Nice ones, too. There's a bunch of them everywhere, dog. And I wanted to go, fool, but we just didn't have the time for it. I love, me, dog. Le entro fuerte los casinos, güey. So we would drive past casinos. I'm like, ay, un ratito, güey, 30 minutes, güey. We didn't have time, bro. And there's also a comedy club in Albuquerque in a casino, which I haven't done yet. I want to do it. Quesadas. I want to do quesadas. We did hyenas. I'm like, bro, we got to do quesadas, bro. It's in a casino, dog. ¿Qué más queremos, güey? ¿Qué más queremos? So, yeah, hopefully, dog, we'll make that happen. So, hit a quick 200. Yeah, okay, so Reno, then we got a Bakersfield Fox Theater, Saturday, May 24th. Fool, that's coming up, creeping up. We're about halfway sold in tickets. It's going to start picking up. We got more promotions coming up. We're going to do some radio. We're going to do some commercials. We're going to do a bunch of stuff. We're going to go out there, street team, putting up posters. Get your tickets. Bakersfield Fox Theater, May 24th, fool. It's going to be, Bakersfield is shit, dog. We'll be there. Then after that, Fort Worth, Texas. Hyenas Comedy Club, Fort Worth, and Dallas, I believe. We're doing either one of them or both of them. Out there in Texas, we're coming. Get your tickets. That's May 30th and 31st, dog. Friday and Saturday. Sales are going good, all right? So that's just for May, fool, okay? Just May. Right there, we'll leave it at that. Get your tickets, okay? I want to give a shout-out also to Edible Arraignments in East LA. I've been lagging it with the videos. I got to do more skits for them. I was supposed to do a Mother's Day skit for them. Of course, very understanding. They're like, it's all good. Don't worry about it. Take your time. Did not do my Mother's Day edible arrangement video this year. I'll take a little pass on this one this time, but just want to give them a shout out. They've been very supportive, checking in on me. And I want to thank you, Sally, for all the love and support you do for this podcast. And we're going to get back on the grind. We'll do some Father's Day skits. We'll do some other kind of skits, and we're going to get back on it. But in the meantime, the commercials, you'll still see them running here. Get your edible arrangements. You get 25% off when you say Jerry G. Mother's Day loves the bouquets, bro. Get your bouquets. Now they got tajin, bro. They got some tajin, special limited edition tajin edible arrangements. Get them, fool. All right? All right. Out of the way, fool. Out of the way. I did have a shout out. I did have a question here. Let's go with this one. This is a question that was left a couple of weeks ago before my mom's passing. I wanted to get to it. From Eddie at EJA Sencio. EJA Sencio. Hey, what's up, Jerry? Fan of your comedy and podcast. I had a question. You mentioned that you were a little sad seeing your boys grow up and becoming adults, eventually leaving the home. How would you feel if you were expecting another kid right now, but the child was a girl? Ni Dios lo quiera. No manches, güey. You've only had boys, and so how different would having a girl be for you? Thanks for all the laughs and sending lots of love for your mom, Eddie. Compa, dog, I've been blessed, fool. I've been blessed. It was a running joke when I was married that I would leave my wife if she ever had a daughter. I never wanted a daughter, bro. And of course, half jokingly, and you're joking, but you're kind of like serious about it. Yo nunca quise. I never wanted to have a daughter, bro. Women, just you girls go through a lot. You ladies go through a lot. And me, I'm very weak, bro. Obviously, I would be very overprotective. I don't even know if we're just seeing her have her first period, having her first crush, her first heartbreak. Me mataría, güey. I would not. I could not handle. I don't know how you men, fathers deal with that, dude. I don't know. And then not only that, their fucking attitudes, right? Their hormones, they go crazy. When they start developing, growing their body. No, as a father, I'll be like, no. I don't know how I would do it, dog. I got a niece who's a teenager, and my sister and my brother-in-law are going through it with her, fool. She's a very pretty girl, a lot of guys like her, and I'm just like, no, fuck that shit. Eric, you got daughters, right?
Yes.
¿Cómo la haces, güey? ¿Cómo la haces? How do you keep from killing a motherfucker, dog? That's
I don't. I never really had much of a problem. My daughter's really cool. She's very like.
That's how you can hope for, right? That they make the right decisions.
And I don't look like the friendliest person, so
That keeps a lot of motherfuckers away.
yeah.
Yeah. Ah, man.
I haven't had no problem. She's 20. She has one boyfriend. She got him when she was a senior. He's a union worker.
They just sometimes
Forever.
you just hope for the best, huh?
Yeah, dog. She's good. My daughter's is I don't know how I deserve. I got lucky, dog.
See, wait. Oh, I got lucky with boys, bro. Again, every baby shower, I would be like talking like, you better not be a freaking girl, man. I swear to God, I'll leave you right now. I mean, and dude, I don't know how lucky I got, bro. I got 3 boys. I know you go through different type of issues with boys. Smelly as heck, rude, lazy, toda la madre way. But dealing with girls, fool, I don't know how you do it, man. I don't know how you do it, man. I don't know people do it. No, do I want more kids? Heck no, dog. I haven't got the little snip yet. I'm too afraid of that. I got the kidney stone surgery. I still got PTSD from that. People just going in my junk, dog, is enough, fool. And especially when you got a little one, it's embarrassing. So I can't, bro. I can't do the snip. I'm just waiting it out that my sperm dries out on its own. That's my strategy here, dog.
Yeah.
That my limp dick will just be suffice for me not to get anyone more pregnant, dude. My girl wants to have more kids. I'm like, Charlie. With that attitude, fool, I'm not gonna touch you, dude. She's like, let's have another. Get the hell out of here, dog. Heck no, especially at this age, bro. 44, 45. No way, bro. No way I'm going to be a 60-year-old man with a fucking quinceañera, way. Heck no, bro. Ni Dios lo mande. I love being a father. I love being a parent, you know. Of course, if I had a daughter, I would be like the best dad ever to her. But I would be riding inside, fool. Just every day it would be like, oh no, she's growing. She's gonna leave me. She's gonna kiss a boy one day. No, heck no, bro. I even felt bad. My son, my oldest son, he's been with his girlfriend for 4 years. It's his freshman year. He's a senior now. They've been together for 4 years. They have a very serious, dedicated, it's incredible, like a grown-ass relationship, fool. And I even feel bad for her dad. Like, dude, like, porque, you know, she has a daughter with a boyfriend, and, you know, they're like, oh, no. Yeah, he's very respectful to her. They have like it's crazy, dude. So now, I don't know. I'm very respectful. I just hope for the best. But no more kids for me, dog. I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead. I'm blessed with what I have. I appreciate the Lord for giving me 3 boys and never giving me a daughter. I'm good with that, bro. I would never want to. I do, just picturing me walking my daughter down the aisle, me muero, compa.
You never wanted a daughter, so after your first son, you weren't like most people 1 and 1. And
heck no, fool. I
always
never ever wanted a daughter ever since I was young, fool. Fool, that was every time my girl would get pregnant, I was freaking out, fool. I go, con que no sea girl, fool, I'm good, dog. Please don't let it be a daughter, fool. And now here's the other side of that coin, dog. Here's the thing, though. Daughters will take care of you until your last breath, right? They're gonna be with you until they're not gonna let you die alone, bro. That's the only good thing about a daughter that I'm kind of like regretting right now, because I got boys, and boys typically do not stick around too long, especially with their dads, right? They'll take care of their mom, obviously, but they won't take care of their dad like that. Well, I know, like me and my dad, I love my dad to death, but like it's my dad, fool. Like, déjalo, wey, let him do his thing. My mom's like my everything for mom. Dude, my phone, I have it saved on their mom, and it's a phone that they both share. It's a phone, like a cell phone. I have to change that too. I just recently put Jefe. So, mom, it's mom. I'm calling my mom. I'm gonna go see my mom. Even though my dad's also there, it was also, I'm gonna go see my mom. ¿Cómo está mi mamá? Mi mamá? ¿Dónde está mi mamá? I gotta get my mom. I gotta call my mom. It was never like, I gotta call my dad. I gotta go see my dad. It was never that, fool. So I know I'm gonna get some of that shit when I'm older. My boys, of course, love their mom, and you know they love me too, but it's a different type of relationship. I'm just hoping that these motherfuckers marry some good, good lady that will be there for her father-in-law, right? Because that's the only thing I can hope for, is that their wife is the one that steps up and takes care of dying Jerry G in his deathbed, or change my diapers or some shit, dog. So hopefully, that's the only thing. That's the only good thing I'll tell you. And what people tell me all the time, la cosa es que las hijas, the daughters, will take care of you. Boys will not. Boys will move on, raise their own family as they should. They'll leave the nest. They make their wives and kids their priority, but not daughters. Daughters will always come home and check on their parents, especially their father. And I don't have a daughter, fool. That's the only regret that I have about not having a daughter, fool. But other than that, I'll take it. I'll take that. It's all good. It's all good with me. So yeah, but good luck with that shit. No more kids for me. Even my third one was like, it was oopsie daisy, but I'm so glad that I had him. He's like my favorite now, bro. But at that time, I was like, geesh. Yo nomás quería dos, güey. Once I had my 2 boys, I was good. Just 2 boys back to back, raising them together. I was good. I was so happy. And then this third one came. I'm like, hey, come on, dog. What are you doing, fool? Come on, fool. You're not supposed to be here right now, doggy. But he's cool as shit. He's my favorite. He's cool. One of my favorites. One of top three for sure. All right. Moving on. Let's move on. Okay. Somebody also last week asked me in the comments, who are my top 5 Lakers, top 5 Dodgers. I didn't get to the Lakers. In fact, I want to talk a little bit about this season. Lakers out in 5. Horrible. But I'm kind of glad they lost, fool. I'll tell you why. The team was not going to go anywhere, fool. The team was not going to win the championship, fool. It was not. Okay? Whether we were going to lose in the first or second round, we were going to lose. All right? Of course, no one wants to go out in the first round. I didn't. I already missed Luka. Luka Doncic, bro. I'm just so happy to have him on our side in our gold uniform. I'm just so happy to have him. I miss watching him already, fool. And I'm just kind of wait to see next season, a whole season of Luka. Hopefully lose a little weight, get some of that baby fat out of him, fool. And gets in shape. And that's fine, bro. I'm not really tripping about his weight and all that conditioning. I'm not really tripping on that because he doesn't let you down when he's on the court, bro. He just doesn't. Maybe he might be a step slower. Maybe they'll go around him a few times and beat him. I don't care about that. Overall, what Luka does for his team is more above and beyond than anything we can ask for, dog. So he's going to make the big shots. He's going to make the great pass. He's going to get that right rebound. He's going to get you triple doubles. He's going to be a consistent star, whether he has extra pounds on him or not, fool. I'm okay with that, fool. At least now when he's 26. Different conversation when he's 30, 31, 32. Okay, then we can reconvene. But at this point, bro, I'm good with Luka, with who he is. I'll accept him. Because if he's not going to want to put the time and commitment, hey, bro, he's still giving us triple doubles and above every season, every game. Other than that, bro, the team, as you know, we're outsized, manhandled, out rebound. It was a little embarrassing to watch. I do like Jackson Hayes. He's a great backup center. I understood why his minutes started decreasing as the series went on. I just do feel they should have given him a little bit more of a chance, though. I think we just needed a big body out there to, just to take up space, to give, el pinche Rudy Gobert, el otro pendejo, just some muscle, some length out there, bro. And I get it. When he did play, he was getting manhandled. But I just felt like we were just too small too often on that court, bro. And it just caught up to us, fool. Like just seeing how many offensive rebounds and everything that we couldn't get a rebound to save our lives at times. And that's what really affected this whole series. It was just going to get worse as we went on, bro. No way we were winning the championship with that squad, bro. Unfortunately, as much as I love Reeves, El Ryu, I love Ryu, dude, El Vanderbilt, Finney Smith, bro. Like, we got some good individual players, but we have an obvious need at center that really truly costs us the series. And there was no way we're going to win, dude. So I was okay with them bowing out in the first round. Let's reset the batteries here. Let's recharge. Let's sign some players. Let's do what it takes. I trust in Pelinka, bro. He'll make the right moves. We will be back in 2025-26 season. And I think it's going to be a really good season for us, bro. A whole year of Luka, off-season moves. We're going to be good, bro. We're going to be okay. All right. But with that said, I did not make the top 5 Lakers of all time. And spoiler alert, LeBron James did not make the list. Okay, he's not one of my top 5, fool. And I don't know how I feel about LeBron James at times, bro. There's a lot of haters. I don't hate LeBron James. I've always said it. As long as he's wearing the purple and gold, I'm going to support him. I'm going to back him up. He is my king. Okay? As long as he's wearing the purple and gold, he's my guy. He will be. All right? But I get it. It gets very frustrating to see him pout, flop, just look his age at times. It does get frustrating, bro. But at the end of the day, the stats, the numbers that he still puts up at his age, his leadership, his presence, it's still worth it for me, bro. It's still worth it for me. I'll take another year or two of LeBron. You have to appreciate who he is, what he does. I do appreciate that, man. Now, if he will leave to another team, que chingue a su madre. All right? I'm not down with LeBron like that, bro. F LeBron if he leaves the Lakers. But as long as he's a Laker, I will support him, fool. Okay? But he's not one of my top 5s. We'll do the top 5 Lakers later. I'm excited to do that one. I did do the top 5 for the Dodgers. We got a top 5 Dodgers list. This is my list. Okay? This is who I love. They're not necessarily the best Dodgers of all time. They're not Hall of Famers. Some of them may not be even All-Stars. But these are my favorite Dodgers, dog. All right? And I'm excited to share this list with you. All right? Coming in at number 5, Mr. Mike Piazza. Remember Mike Piazza, fool? And it's going to show my age, bro, because this is the era that I grew up on. 90s, 2000s, early, dog. Mike Piazza could have, should have, would have been, right? Unfortunately, Mike Piazza was with us during an era where we had one of the lowest points of our ownership. We got sold to Fox, and Fox was just slashing payroll, bro. They didn't want to invest at all. They just wanted money coming in, but they didn't want to put money out. And that affected us because at that time, Mike Piazza's rookie contract was ending, and it became obvious that we were not going to sign this guy. We were not going to sign the best player in baseball, the best catcher, the best overall at that time. We're talking about what, 96, 97, 98? The best player in the sport, basically, transcending. We were not going to sign him on. And at that time, we're talking about $150 million, bro. Dude, 200 million tops to keep him. They didn't want to do that. They said, Charlie, we traded him. We traded Mike Piazza, which still today hurts. And he's still very salty about it. He's upset at the Dodgers. He never got over it. He hates the Dodgers. He refuses to do any kinds of coming back to the team, first pitches, recognitions. He refuses. He was really, really upset at him getting traded from us, dog. And I don't blame him, bro. Sucks. He hates the Dodgers, bro. And that sucks, bro. We traded Mike Piazza for Gary Sheffield. Turns out Gary Sheffield, pretty good. He was an all-star at the time, MVP candidate. He was in Florida. He's who we got in return for Mike Piazza, which is not a fair deal still because Mike Piazza was still moving up, young, 26, 27 at the time. Sheffield was probably like 30, 31 or so, a little older. But we bring Gary Sheffield in, and besides all that, he had some good, really good seasons with us, and I love watching him. I just really enjoy watching Gary Sheffield and Dodger Blue. But this guy was a guy who was about himself. He was about the stats. He was not a team player, and once his contract was coming up, he wanted to fleece the Dodgers, bro. He wanted to get as much money off the Dodgers as possible. The Dodgers were like, nah, Charlie, thanks, but no thanks, which I was kind of upset about. But I was also upset of Gary Sheffield because he was just being a man whore, selling out to whoever gives him the most money. He wasn't really invested in LA like that, bro, which kind of hurt me. But just watching him play those couple of years with the Dodgers was awesome to see. He was an all-star. He showed up. He played a lot. And his batting stance was one of the prettiest ever that I used to do the Gary Sheffield batting stance when I'm at the batting cages with my kids, dog. He was one of my favorite players and Dodgers. And there's another one that could have been, should have been better and greater for us, and we never did. And he never was. But the short period of time that he was here, Gary Sheffield, thanks for wearing the Dodger blue for sure. Number 3, one of my personal favorites. In fact, he should be like number 1, but I'm gonna pass because I got 2 other guys who I really like too. But Rafael Furcal, Dodger number 15, dog. All right. I love Rafael Furcar, shortstop. He came over from the Braves. Also, I believe in a trade or a signing. I can't remember. But he played like 3, 4 great, amazing all-star years for us. He was a leader, a great defense, great offense. Just watching him play every day was amazing. I love watching Rafael Furcar play. I wanted to be a shortstop because of him. I wore number 15 because of him. Dude, my pin on my ATM is 1515 because of him. I'm telling you, dog, Rafael Furcar was him, and I appreciated having him in Dodger Blue. Eventually, again, Dodgers were not doing good. We had a bad year, and he became trade bait, and we traded him to the midseason to the St. Louis Cardinals, where he went on to win a World Series with them. I was kind of happy for him, but I hate the Cardinals, fool. Hate the Cardinals, dog. Unfortunately, fool. But I was happy for him. He was able to win a World Series, and he played really well for them. Rafael Furcar, one of my favorites, dog. Number 2, and there's another one, the peak. I think even almost a little bit more than Mike Piazza, because Mike Piazza is a catcher, and catchers tend to break down. But when we had Adrian Beltre coming in at number 2, I thought he was going to be, like, this guy was going to be a mainstay in Los Angeles. Awesome to watch. He was like the Nolan Arenado before Nolan Arenado, bro. Third base, awesome defense, even better offense. Dude, he was, I believe he was a Triple Crown finalist, MVP finalist. He was everything, Rookie of the Year. He was everything we wanted in a player. Fun to watch, exciting, strong arm, everything, bro. Everything we can ever ask for in a player, rookie, everything, fool. And then he just, again, the Dodgers refused to pay the man. Once his rookie contract ended, they said, Charlie, we're not paying for this guy. I was so upset, dude. So mad. And watching him go, fool. I believe he signed with the Seattle Mariners, which he didn't do too well. And then ended up in Texas, where became a Hall of Famer. And just the rest is history with Adrian Beltre. Watching him wear Texas Ranger uniform all these years, just having all-star season after all-star season, MVP, toda la madre, playoffs, World Series, todo, man. And he's just, it just hurt to see him go, bro. Adrian Beltre was one of my favorites. I named my son Adrian because of Adrian Beltre. That's how much I love Adrian Beltre, bro. It's facts on me.
My brother did too.
Adrian Beltre, huh?
Adrian, yeah.
Adrian, yeah. We named him because of Adrian Beltre, dog. And then Adrian Gonzalez was, also pretty cool. Adrian Gonzalez, honorable mention for sure. But number 1, I got to give it to him, fool. I can't. I try to get him. Clayton Kershaw, fool. Clayton Kershaw, bro. Clayton Kershaw put us back on the map. He made us relevant again. He made us he brought the winning attitude and just a dominant pitcher, bro. A pitcher that no one had seen in a long time. Fool, Cy Young after Cy Young. He won an MVP. Pitchers do not win MVPs, ladies and gentlemen. They usually just give them the Cy Young and go on with your day. But Clayton Kershaw was so good in 2013, I believe, that they gave him the MVP and the Cy Young, bro. He was that dominant. Every time Clayton Kershaw hit the mound, bro, it was a for sure victory, bro. And just the dominance, the pride he had in being a Dodger and wearing the Dodger blue, being like just the presence of Clayton Kershaw every day was, I loved him. At Pete Kershaw, now he had some struggles in the playoffs, fool, but we can't put that on him, bro. We just can't put it on, not everything on him, okay? Because it takes a staff and a whole team and a lineup to step up. He pitched what? He did his best, fool. He threw his arm out there for us, man. He blew out his arm every once in a while for us to do what it took. He stayed longer on the mound just to give us a chance. Eventually, it would fall apart. We would lose, and he gave up a lot of runs, big innings that were lost because of him, unfortunately. But at the end of the day, bro, he did his best, fool, just his best. And then in 2017, he literally got robbed from the World Series by the Houston Astros, fool. He was having his best postseason of all time, that 2017 season, and the Houston Astros decided to cheat us out of a World Series, cheating Clayton Kershaw of a World Series, bro. That's what makes this the whole worst situation of all. He eventually got his 2020 World Series. And now again, last year, unfortunately, he didn't pitch in 2024. But his presence, his mentoring, his leadership in the clubhouse, and still ready, still today in 2025, getting ready to come back and looking good and healthy, bro. I will never forget everything Clayton Kershaw has done for this team, fool. And he's definitely a legend and an honor to watch him pitch all these years, dog. All right. He deserves more than one. No, he only had one no-hitter. He deserved more, bro. It is what it is. Honorable mentions, Adrian Gonzalez. Adrian Gonzalez, when he got traded to the Dodgers, dog, along with Crawford and all these other chumps, Punto, Adrian Gonzalez stepped up, bro. He stepped up. He was having a bad season in Boston. He signed a big contract over there, was not working out, came to Los Angeles, and he fit like a glove. And he represented us very well. He was an all-star, clutch defense at first, great hitter, bro, clutch hitter. He carried his team for a while, even brought us into the playoffs once again. When we weren't making the playoffs, he led us to playoffs in 2012, 13, 14, 15, and he was really good. Unfortunately, he broke down as he got older. He was not the same player. Eventually had to move on from him, put in Max Muncy at first, and eventually got Freddie Freeman, which is my other honorable mention. Freddie Freeman is my favorite Dodger today, right now. Freddie Freeman is amazing. Before the clutch World Series Grand Slam, I was always in awe with this man, glazing him every chance I got, bro. Freddie Freeman, definitely going to be in my top 5 soon. I just didn't know who to bump out of there, bro. Other honorable mentions, Manny Ramirez. Manny Wood. Remember Manny Ramirez? Again, he spent, 2 seasons with us? But, man, he was awesome. Exciting to watch. Just brought the energy back to Dodger Stadium. For what he did for that short period of time, on steroids possibly, who cares? He did amazing, dog, and I appreciated him, fool, because we needed a player like him at the time. We needed a no F's given type of player in the lineup, and he brought that, bro. He was intimidating to the opponents. He clutch hits, clutch home runs, everything, bro. Behind the scenes, he might have been a little wacky and stuff, but on the field, for that short period of time, I really enjoyed watching Manny Ramirez wear number 99, Dodger Blue. Thank you for that time, bro. And my last one is Raul Mondesi. I thought Raul Mondesi was going to be a Hall of Famer right fielder, that cannon like no one had seen. This guy just throwing straight lasers from right field to third base, bro. Such an exciting individual to watch. Rookie of the year. Had a great first 3-4 years with the Dodgers. And again, también he didn't keep in shape. He didn't put the time in, the effort to stay a consistently great player. He just didn't put the time in, bro. And unfortunately, it caught up to him. And he became slow, bat speed slowed down, speed, everything, bro. And unfortunately, he was just not the best player. And we had to eventually break off from him, bro. But it was fun watching Raul Mondesi, another one really good player. All right. I kind of like Jeff Kent. Jeff Kent, even though he looked like a freaking Trumpster, MAGA, he looked like he was a racist, dog, but he was a really good player, dog. Second base, all-star, surprising good player. He was just kind of like a mean, simply enojado way, cranky player. He was always very cranky, complaining about stuff, bro. But it was fun to have him on our team. I think he represented us very well. Played hard, always played the best he could. Jeff Kent, fool. And the last one I'll leave with you is el pinche el Silver Fox, fool.
Hey, you got a lot of mentions. When you mention, you only have one mention, maybe
okay,
2.
I know.
This motherfucker got a whole other list.
The last one was Chase Utley. Chase Utley, man, thank you for being a Dodger. Even though you're a Philly, you did a great time out here, right? That's it. That was it. That's my Dodgers. I know top 5 became top 10 pretty much. It's pretty much a top 10 because the other 5 honorable mentions are after 5. And if you got more, hit me up on the comments. Who are your favorite top Dodgers of all time, bro? I'll be coming back with the Lakers later. And I'm excited to do the Lakers ones because I got some really Lakers that you wouldn't even think. Dude, I'm going to bring up one Laker individual that I'm thinking of right now in my head that no Laker fan out there would ever think to put this guy on your top 5 or even anywhere in the top 10. But he was mine. I low-key fucking love this player, dog. And I'll tell you guys next week on that, all right? With that said, fool, I think I'm going to go, fool. I think I'm done here. I appreciate you guys listening, the questions, all the comments. Let me see if I can maybe read a couple of the comments that you guys left for my mama before I go. Yeah, okay, let's do a couple, man. My cousin was 31 old when he was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, and when he did chemotherapy, he said it was horrible and don't think he ever finished his first round. Same with my mom. We can't blame or be hard on your mommy because chemo is difficult for anyone. Yeah, bro, that's a good one right there, man. This guy's man, I'm sorry to hear that about this guy, young man. Uh, See, well, that's the whole point of this, bro. That when this happened, you can't ask your mom to do that, fool. You can't ask anybody to just go through that kind of stuff, bro. And so we had to respect her wishes. I know it was very hard for her because here's the thing, fool. My mom wanted to live. My mom did not want to die. You know how old people are like, ya estoy listo, ya que me lleve Diosito. My mom was not like that, man. My mom was very disappointing. She obviously held it inside, but you could see her because my mom was still planning for the future. My mom still was doing, I wanted to do so many more things. When we were in Mexico in March, dude, she was talking about coming back in June and July. Y que le falta la casa, y que what else we need to do. And I would break my heart hearing her talk like this because I would see how she was physically, knowing that we were not going to be back in June or July, dog. Like, of course, you want to be optimistic and you want to hold and pray, but just hearing her talk like that. And she would always talk about, like, pues, vamos a ir aquí, or I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this, to her, like, last days, dude. Like I told you, she passed away on a Wednesday, I was there Tuesday, and she was even like, I was like, I'll be like, my mom, I'm not coming Wednesday, voy a venir el jueves. She goes, no, mijo, si quieres el fin de semana, ven el fin de semana, no te preocupes, descansa, tienes que hacer lo que tienes que hacer. Like, basically saying, like, bro, like, I ain't going nowhere. Like, she didn't want to go anywhere, dude. And that's what made it so difficult for the whole family, bro, that she was not ready to go, fool. And that's what makes it the hardest. Uh, Death is a business. It costs money to retrieve the body from the morgue. That's correct. She didn't have to go to the morgue because she was on hospice. So hospice takes her straight to the funeral home. But you can't pick it up. You gotta pay another business mortuary to hold the body. Yup. Then you gotta pay another business cemetery to put them in the ground. We had to ship our mom to Mexico because that was her wish. You know how much they charge to ship a body to Mexico? I'm sure it's a lot. Dying is a business, and these businesses take advantage of people. Unfortunately, they do, dog. My question to you, would you ever consider cremation? What's your ideal way to be remembered? Man, that's a good question, fool. Uh, no, I don't want to get cremated, dog. I don't want to get cremated. Yo siempre me acuerdo del joke de Chris Rock. I love Chris Rock has a joke about that where he says, I'm not going to get cremated. I think it's about cremation, but basically he says that, oh, no, that he don't want to be a donor. He don't want to donate his organs when he dies because with his luck, once he dies, they figure out a way to bring people back from the dead. Now he's going to be back with no eyes or no limbs or no, like, because he donated it. I always think about that. I am a donor. I would donate. It's on my license, dog, because at the end of the day, you got to do what you got to do. But I love that bit. I love that joke about him saying that because I do feel that way. And that's how I feel about cremation, dog. Like, fool, me queman, I become ashes, dog. And then instead of me dying, and then one day, like, hey, man, you know what? We could actually bring this fool back. Thought we have the technology to bring Jerry G back. Hey, fool, we burned them. Chinguen a su madre. We never mind, fool. We're going to bring back some other fool instead. Imagine, dog. Gotta hold up for that, dude. I gotta hold up to that. Yeah, how I want to be remembered, I don't even know, bro. Obviously, that goes through your head when you're going through the ceremony of my mom. Of course, yeah, I would like a slideshow. We did a slideshow for my mom. We left out a lot of pictures that we couldn't find or we didn't get to them. We didn't get to them on time. We found a bunch of more pictures of my mom after. I wish we could have put those on there. But yeah, slideshow would be cool. My funeral. Here's the other thing. I don't have a lot of baby pictures. I literally have like baby, like infant, maybe one, maybe. We were poor, dog. 1980 was, and I was la pobreza, way. And I'm sure they had those little disposable ones, and they never developed them, dog. So I don't know where these pictures are at, fool, but they got lost. And my parents also moved a few different times during that era to different apartments, fool. And when you move, man, you lose shit. So I don't have a lot of baby pictures. First of all, sucks. I got some pictures of me when I was like from 5 to 10, but not very good quality. And so they're not very good. They're not very good pictures. I don't have a lot of kid or baby pictures of myself, which sucks. I do have a bunch now because of what I do. I got too many fucking pictures, dog. So you're probably gonna just see me with a mic, a bunch of my slideshow everywhere, dog. Every fucking performers in every theater we've done and stuff. But yeah, of course, a slideshow would be cool. Yeah, I want them to bury me. I have my plot already ready to go. It's already picked out. And you did trip out when you buy the plot and you go see it and you look down and you're like, damn, this is where I'm gonna be buried. Fool, that's fucking crazy, dog. I do want to get buried. I don't know, man. Another thing I realized that is I don't want to die too old, dog. I don't want to suffer, fool. Like, I don't want to die at 50, but at 60 something wouldn't be the worst either, fool. Like, I don't know, man. The 70s and 80s, it looks like it hurts. It looks very uncomfortable being in your 70s and 80s, bro. And I don't want to, like anyone, I don't want to suffer. I don't think nobody does, obviously, right? Uh, but yeah, I don't even know. I haven't thought about it yet. It crosses your mind, and of course, you don't want to die or nothing like that. But once you like a parent or somebody very important to you passes away, now you start to look things a little bit different, right? Now you're like, man, I can't wait to see you again, literally. And the only way I'm gonna be able to see you is by dying. So now it kind of makes dying a little bit more like at ease, right? Like, oh, at least when I die, I'm gonna see my mom. Fuck, that's pretty cool. Hopefully. Um, and then about heaven, like, I of course I believe in heaven and all that, but there's so many different versions of it, right? People have so many versions of heaven, and you don't even know which is the right one. And I'm just hoping. I remember I was at church one time, my mom's church, and I was like disagreeing with this dude. They had this like young preacher there one time. It was dumb, fool. At least for me, I didn't like his testimony. He said that basically he was talking about heaven, and he was saying, and let me know if you agree with this or not. I don't, but basically he was talking about heaven, and he was like, "Saben que cuando vayan al cielo, when you get to heaven, uh, everyone's equal, right? Everybody's equal in heaven, and like your relatives are not your relatives anymore. They're just another angel. Everyone's an angel. So when you get to heaven, if you see your mom or your grandma, you're not gonna feel differently from seeing a stranger that's also there as an angel. They're all gonna be equal to you. That you're not gonna run to your mom, or you're not gonna run to your significant other, your wife. You're gonna treat everyone the same, because everyone's equal in heaven, bro. Everyone, todos somos iguales. Todos somos hijos de Dios en el cielo. Y I'm like, bro, heck no. I'm like, heck no, bro. When I get to heaven, fool, I'm gonna run to my mom, fool. I'm gonna run to my loved ones. I'm like, get out of here, dude. Why would you say that, fool? His point was that everyone's equal in heaven, fool. And that everyone's the same there, and everyone's feeling amazing, and everyone feels great up there, and everyone's having a great time, and you're just chilling with other angels who you never even met on earth, but there you're all cool with each other, and everyone's cool. Yeah, I'm like, get out of here, fool. Now, what about when you meet like Tupac in heaven? Like, what is that? Are you still gonna fan out? Are you gonna want a selfie with Tupac in heaven? I don't know what that looks like. Are you gonna treat him differently? I'm a big fan of Biggie Smalls. Like, how am I gonna? Is it gonna be awkward when I run into Biggie Smalls and Tupac there? Like, what is that gonna look like, fool? So I don't know what that's like, and I think that was his point. That when in heaven, you don't treat people like that bigger, or like you're not gonna excite, you're not gonna fan out over anybody in heaven. Can I even meet these people in heaven? Is that even possible? I don't know, bro. Like, what does that look like? Those are questions I have when I get there, bro. And then I've also had nightmares of the other side of the heaven, of like you're just by yourself, you're just chilling, dude. You're just chilling in heaven, feeling good, healthy, but you're just like really not doing nothing, and just being there eternally, bro. Like, I don't know, fully. You have all kinds of crazy like thoughts. And and then the other thing they say is like, and I do kind of agree with this one, because I've always wondered this, is like, what do you look like in heaven? How are you in heaven? Like, are you this age? Are you older? Are you younger? Uh, Apparently, most people think that experts think that everyone's the same age. Everyone's like the same age in heaven, like healthy, young, good looking, your 20s or 30s. But what about if you pass away when you were 10? So if you're 10, now you're 35 in heaven. What does that look like? What is that about? Babies, old people. Old people are not old anymore. They're young again. Like, what does that look like, fool? Like, I always wondered that one. So I'm interested to find that out, fool. All right. And does everybody go to heaven? Like, do they have tough rules, restrictions? What if you mess up in heaven? What if they really do stick to the do not have sex before marriage rule, and they're like, oh, dude, I'm fucked, bro. Come on, man. Are you serious, fool? What if they're serious about do not bang your neighbor, or whatever that one is, dog? What if they're serious about that, fool? Because I had some neighbors earlier in my life, fool, where we had a good time with. I don't know what that looks like, bro. Hopefully they're not too stickler on that, bro. Okay. Thou shalt not lie. We've all lied. Everyone's lied, bro. So what is that about? Okay. So I guess the answer to that is maybe you repent and you pray about it. Hopefully, who knows, man? Who knows? Okay. So there's a lot of questions with that. That's a good one. I'll do a couple more we took off. Sorry for our lost brother. Thank you so much. We've all had someone in our families taken by cancer, and it's never easy to accept. I lost my mother in 2012, man. Sorry to hear that, compita. East Los audits. And it was hard for all of us. The one thing that eased my heartache was knowing she did the best she can for us and showing unconditional love for her children. She taught me so much, and this lady only had a third grade education. Bro, so did my mom, man. That's crazy. My mom only went to third grade. In our culture, and we are taught that death is a part of life and that we should never be scared or afraid of death. We celebrate life. We celebrate life and we celebrate death. We honor our loved ones when they pass, and they will always be part of our lives. Your mother is in spirit world. You're making me cry, fool. Your mother is in the spirit world now with her ancestors. She will visit you in time, and you will look forward to her visits. Yeah. The only thing we can do now is honor her memory and tell her stories the best way you can. Damn, thanks, fool. Shit. I hadn't read that comment. Yeah, fool. That's all we could do, fool. As I read that, fool, me agüito porque it's like, but those are all beautiful words, but it's like, it's still not fair, dog, right? All right, fool, I'm gonna get out, fool. See what happens, fool? Like, you're good 1 minute, and then you just like, not, fool. Oh. Both. Yeah, fool, that's been happening to me, fool. Like, fool, I'm all like having a good time, talking shit and everything, and then something just hits you.
It ain't gonna go away, dog. Like I said, my mom passed in 2011. She's my best friend. I still cry up and tear up out of left field, dog.
It's crazy, huh? Fool? Yeah. Oof. All right, I think I'm gonna leave it with that. I can't do no. Fuck, man. That was a good one, though, fool. A bunch of them out. Condolences, carnal. I'll see if I'm thinking of another question here. May I rest in peace. Thank you for everyone, fool. So many. Vent as much as you want, bro. I have, man. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Thank you so much, fool. Appreciate all of you guys, man. So kind, man. So kind. All right, man. Here's one. Let me see. My condolences, Jerry. My prayers for you and family. I hope getting back to what you do best will be therapeutic for you. Your mom will always be live as long as you keep her in your heart. Animal. Yeah, bro. Doing stand up, working, being around good people. That definitely helps, fool. Once again, I want to shout out my sisters, my family, everyone for just stepping up during this hard time, bro. It was beautiful thing. That's it, bro. I think we're good, bro. Vamos recio. We'll talk about the Lakers next time. My top 5. Dodgers looking pretty good, and see you guys at the shows. All right, I'm out of here, fool. Late.